Hello all, my name is Max. I am here to teach you about this fantastic game, Aurora. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Since I personally am a little limited on time, I've got contracts coming up here at 8:30, and I'm on a broken leg. First day in a boot, walking to class, no pain pills. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm already feeling it too. The pain, that is. We're going to create a new class. Alright, we're going to go into two different aspects of the military, exploration and defense. So let's go ahead and get new. And the first thing that we're going to do is a PDC, Planetary Defense Sensor. You want to continue? Yes. And let's jump to the design view. First thing to do on the PDCs is remove the fuel storage. It's not necessary for these sort of things. And we can just take a look at it and figure out what we want to do. And at this stage of the game, we just want to give a showing to our civilians that we have a fleet in place. Not a fleet, but planetary defense out there. It's just a showing to our minions, essentially. What we'll do is design a few different things here. The first thing that we're going to do is these active sensors, and active sensors are necessary to see the other ships. Go ahead and give it a size of 4, which just determines how many hull sizes it is. That 4 times 50 is 200 tons. And then hull sections here. How big do you want the what size of ship do you want to see? And you can go all the way down to 1, which is a missile, which is important. But I'm going to say 2,000 tons. What the heck? Now look at your minimum resolution here. Maximum range versus these different tons of objects. It gets better as you go up, and you might think, oh well, that's great, why not just keep it that way? Well, you want to target the other side, so when you are moving it up, you're actually lowering your 1,000-ton objects, or 250, and if you get right on 1,000 tons, I'm just using the mass wheel here, you're going to get the maximum range that you can get. If I move it up, or if I move it down 1, you're losing that tonnage. If I move it too far up, I'm also losing that range against that tonnage. Alright, so what you want, it should be targeted at that. Although the smaller the object, smaller detection range you're going to get. So for missiles, for example, you always want it at 1, and that way you can see different ranges on the missiles. And of course, changing the sensor size higher, you can see things further out. Not necessary. So we'll put it at 5, and I'm going to call it let's call it 1,000 here. 15. Well, apparently we're going to do it this way. Alright, so we'll create that. Next thing we want to do, beam fire control. We want to change this to a PDC based system. Okay, fire control times 4 for 4 times the range. And then we can also make that 4 times there, but now that's 16 times the size, which is just pretty big. But since it's going on a PDC, I don't mind, and it's just to show the fleet that we care. So we're going to hit create here, and CIWS, close something weapon system. This is to let's say the whatever this defensive mechanism is on, it's the last shot defense against a missile, and the base chance to hit here is you got a missile incoming, it's a hit or miss. and it does one damage. All right, let's just create that for the protection of the PDCs, planetary defense sensors. Centers one last time, and then we'll do lasers because I don't want to explain the other stuff. And you can change all this, but what it's at is at the best possible technology, and we'll create that one there. Oh, thermal sensors. Let's go ahead and hop on a size 4 thermal sensors so we can detect populations in an exploring ship that we'll have eventually. And what is going on? EM detection sensors. We'll do the same thing, size 4, right there. All right. I think that's. I'm just jump engines for absolutely fantastic explorer ships that we're about to make here. We're going to change the size. Now you'll note that the maximum size ship that can go through on this size jump engine is 3,600 tons. I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. All right, we're going to go to 6,000, size 20. So the bigger the jump engine, the bigger the maximum size of the ship can go. Keep that in mind, because both increase. You'll get it later on. When you're on your own, you'll realize, well, if I keep increasing the size, the marginal cost is just too much. So keep it small. Anyway, you want to create that, and I think that is it. Let me double check though. All right. When we get into the military, we'll talk about everything else here. But for now, this is just to show the civilians that we care. Alright, so PDC, for right now we can't do very much. PDCs are meant to be stationary. We don't have a lot for them. We don't have, say for example, we just don't have a lot to put on them right now. So that's fine. We'll come back to that when things are researched. The Agincourt, it's going to be a survey ship. Survey crafted, and what we would like to put on it, engines, that was it. Okay, we don't want commercial engines. Those things are just way too big, so we're going to design a new engine, and I'm just going to keep it as it is. It's military engine as it stands, and if we need more, we can just attach more drives to it. So we'll hit create there and close out. What else will this ship need? We'll need geological survey sensors and gravitational survey sensors. Alright. I do too. I've noted other people only do they do 2 different ships. One's grav and one's geological. I do 2. And that's just to cut down on the amount of things I need to do. It's just to expedite what I'm trying to do. Deployment time for these things needs to be way higher. I'm going to give it 48, just because it's going to be out there for a long time. And of course we'll need more fuel storage if it's going to be out there for a long time, but since we don't have engines researched for this vessel, we're going to hold off on doing that. So do that, and where are we at? 9 minutes. I'll end it now and come back on another one.